All right, in this video, we're going to talk about tracking stocks, what they are, and who uses them. So tracking stocks are just like common stock, except instead of being issued for an entire company, they're issued for a division of the company, and without doing a public spin-off or anything like that. So you've got a company, you've got a division within that company, they don't want to sell the company, but you can issue a tracking stock so that someone can buy into that tracking stock, track the performance of that division, be exposed to the upside of that division, and there you go. If that division does well and it pays the dividend, it'll go to that tracking stock. If it doesn't do well, it won't pay the dividend. That will be paid regardless of what happens in the other area of the company. So who uses them and how do they work? They're just like common stock. They have an equity capital raise. That's how they function. With a public company, many times it's with an uncorrelated or slightly different kind of division that its performance may be sort of hidden by the rest of the company. An example is during the .com, some of the companies would take certain websites and offer tracking stocks on those websites. Then you've got private companies, and they may use, a lot of times they'll use tracking stock as a form of funding an acquisition or of that equity capital raise. An example is Dell with VMware. Dell went private. They issued a tracking stock on VMware so you could still invest in VMware. Liberty Media uses tracking stocks a lot. Liberty Media themselves are a private company, but then they will make these big acquisitions like Formula One, like the Atlanta Braves, and like SiriusXM, and each of those have a tracking stock that you can invest in. The differences, there's not many differences. One of the differences is that many times a tracking stock has slightly lower voting rights than a common stock. The voting rights are usually a little bit less, and you obviously have potential issues where it's not totally ring-fenced. If a company needs potentially cash that's on the balance sheet of this division, it'll go pull it from that division. So it's not totally ring-fenced like a normal balance sheet would be ring-fenced. But other than that, it's pretty simple. That's what a tracking stock is, and that's how it's used.